Hello everyone, you all are welcome to Tech Boy Raja YouTube channel.
Today we are going to complete the first topic of Jexpo and Voclet, that is article along with preposition. So first, today we are going to complete article portion. Okay, so first article. See here, what is article? I think most of you have already completed the article portion in 5th standard till now many times. Now it's known to you that what are the items that are called articles, but actually articles that is divided into two types, that also maximum of you know. So one more time I am repeating it. See here, number one, that is definite article. And number two, that is indefinite article. Now the definition of definite article and indefinite article, what is that? From the very word definite, it's very easy to all of you to understand. That is, definite means only what we are describing or mentioning particularly. So to mention anything in particular, we are using definite article, and that is the. You know, the is a article. So definite article means the. Whenever we are using the at any sentences, that time it is called definite article, to indicate any things in particular, like the sun, the moon, the man, the university, like this. And indefinite article, that is, it indicates the number of any noun except proper. So whenever we are indicating one number at a time, that is called indefinite article. And as per you know, the alphabet is also divided into two parts, vowels and consonants. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Vowels that are A, E, I, O, U, and rest of these are consonants. Only two letters that are called semi-vowels, that are W and Y. So rest of these are consonants. And now, what are then indefinite articles? Whenever we are using the words to particularize its number as 1 or a at a time, they are indefinite articles. The articles are a and an. Whenever we are using any vowels to mention their number, so we are using, before this vowel, we are using an as a common rule, and rest of these along with these semi vowels also, we are using a to particularize the one number. Okay, now some exceptions are obviously there, but first of all, you all have to clear about what are definite and what are indefinite. Whenever you have to particularize any particular object in a sentence, that are definite, obviously the will be there. And if the object or the thing or the noun that is not completely particularized, just for the sake of mentioning one number at a time, we are using a or an. Okay, now first with examples I will complete, so that it will be easy for you to understand. First, the use of a. a is used before any words starting with consonant. That the examples, some of the examples are like a ball, a man, a tree, like this. Many more examples are there. So these are for consonants. A. Then what about an? An before any words starting with vowels. The examples, some of the examples are an egg, an apple, an ox, like this. Many more are there. Okay, now what are the exceptions exactly? Actually, the exceptions that sometimes comes along with the vowels, sometimes comes along with the consonant, both. Regarding their pronunciation, U and O, both of these are vowels. Now the pronunciation of U, if it is U, and O if it is wa, that time instead of being started with these vowels, there are not an article is used. So what article is used there? A. Some examples must be needed. Whenever you are going to pronounce any word starting with U and O, so be careful regarding these words, these pronunciations. If this type of pronunciations are there, so you have to use A instead of N. If instead of this any other pronunciations are there, that time N. Both kind of example I will give now. See, university. University, the very word is starting with U, and U here, university, that means U, this pronunciation is coming. So here, university, before this there will be a, not an, because of this pronunciation only. Similarly, 1 rupee note, here 1, that one, whenever we are going to pronounce, we have to use this wa, that means this. So if this kind of word is there, that time before this 1 rupee note we have to use again instead of an, because of this pronunciation only. So where instead of these two means except of these two pronunciation, what where other words are there, where that use there is, if it is earn, so obviously there is an. If it is umbrella, so obviously there is an. Why? Because umbrella, the pronunciation is going a. Earn, the pronunciation is going a. Instead of U, any pronunciation come from U, there will be an, the article an. But whenever U, the very word is starting with U and pronunciation is also going for U, that time there is A. Next, whenever one, wa, whenever the word starting with O is going for wa, that time there is A. But instead of this wa, there are like owl, so obviously there is an. A, owl, that pronunciation is coming like a. Orange, o, that also an. So all of you have to remember just the exception rule, that is if the U starting word pronounced U only, that is going for A. Similarly, if O, the pronunciation comes from the word O, that is also going for a. Rather than this, others are all going for an, because the simple rule, because these are vowels. Now one more rule, that are the exceptional rule for consonants, that now I am going to show. That is, if h, the very word, if that is silent regarding the pronunciation, that time, because of that silent pronunciation, instead of being consonant, there the words means the article is used an, or if the h is pronounced, that time the article is used as a. Let me give some examples to you. See here, horse, the very word is starting with h, and h for ho, that is h pronunciation is there, so there will be definitely a. But if it is honest, see here, honest, h is there but not it is honest, it is honest, means this is totally silent. So because of this o, the pronunciation is coming from o, so definitely there will be an. Because it is consonant, it won't be a. Why? Because h pronunciation is totally silent. Similarly, hour, this is also starts with h, but the pronunciation is here also silent. From o we are pronouncing the word, so there will also be n. Okay, now the use of the. What are the use of the? Whenever we are particularizing anything, there only the is used, like the sun, already I told, the moon, okay, the Quran, the Alps. Now why this kind of name I am using? See, whenever we are particularizing any object, which one is one at a time in earth, or one that we have to talk about in particular, maybe it is a person, maybe it is anything, or maybe it is any object, so there we have to use the definite article, that is the. Instead of the, no other articles will be used there. Okay, now sun, moon, obviously that are present in the earth at one object, so there will be the. Next, Quran, that is the name of a book. Quran is a proper noun, but as the particularizing Quran is only mentioning, so there will also be the. Like this. Similarly, Alps, they are also one mountain particularizedly being mentioned, so there also will be the. Okay, if that is a singular noun to represent the whole class, like the cow, the cat, the student, like this, if it is going on to particularize any class, to particularize any class, there will also be the definite article the will be used. Now if two nouns will be there, one man and one woman, two nouns, there will also be a general sense, so there without any article it will be, because man and woman both that are common noun, so the man and the woman not, man and woman, that both nouns they are only able to particularize the whole nation, so there will not any definite articles will be used. Now if we are particularizing them as one number, that time it can be a man and a woman. Okay, and then before proper nouns regarding any place, no kind of particularizing is needed, so there also no need to use the definite article. But if it is the name of any place, like any sea, any river, or any particular uh, what to say, archaeologist places or any historical places or any other things, so that time definitely there will be the, like I already told here, the Alps, that is obviously a place, a mountain. Okay, then the Ganga, the river name. Okay, the Ganga, the Arabian Sea. Okay, then the Victoria Memorial, like this many more are there. So you have to particularize the object as a place. That time you can use the definite article. Okay, then before the name of books also I told already, before the name of any books like Ramayan, Mahabharat, Veda, any books, there will be the, and natural object to particularize anything we have to use the. Like this, no other proper nouns are going with article, all other are living independently. And whenever we are using for any musical instrument or sometimes for any superlative degree, sometimes not, obviously for superlative degrees all time, like the man, to particularize the man, is the tallest of all. So the tallest, here only this is an adjective, you all know tall is the adjective and est is added, so that is a rule is there to particularize the degree of the objective, that is superlative degree. If time will be there, so I will discuss one day, and to particularize it as the tallest one means the height is the most long or the tall one among all, so thou is there to particularize this. Okay, if there will be any adverb like how much they go, the merrier, the more they do, like this, so there will be also particularizing the. And if it is indefinite one, so a bird, a noun, a cow, like this anytime it will be. Okay, now where no use of articles are there, that some portions are there that you have to point out or that you have to note down, that before, okay, omission, that is omission of article means no articles are being used. Where are that places? Omission of articles. Number one, that is before any uncountable nouns, before any uncountable nouns, like sugar, oil. Okay, no, not you can say that the sugar, the oil, like this you cannot say. Okay, or the gold, the wisdom, this type of things cannot be. Then before any plural countable noun, plural countable noun, then that are like the children, it cannot be. Okay, so only children. Then computers, the computers not. Okay, then before any meals like the dinner, the lunch, so before the name of any meals like lunch, dinner, okay, then before any proper nouns. I hope you all know about proper nouns. What are proper nouns? Actually, proper nouns are the name of any particular person, place, or things. So like Ram, Kolkata, like this. so many more are there no need to use the. Okay, then when you are going for mentioning any language, so before any language no need to use any article like English, French. Sometimes by mistake we are writing that the English, the French, but that are not a correct way. The English, whenever you are using, that time you are writing this English word for mentioning the nation, not the language. Okay, but whenever you are writing for the language, so no need to write the. French also similarly, like Punjabi, Bengali, anything. Okay, then before any school, college, whenever you are going to particularize it, no need to whenever you are going to particularize, that time you can use the, but whenever it is for primary purpose you are using, so before any school, college or university, no need to write down these articles before the nouns. Like the example one more, that I learned French at school. For just for primary purpose means at school I have learned, not at the school. Okay, then before any means relations like father, mother, they are also not the vowels, the articles are used. So before any relations like our father, mother, parents, aunt, many more are there, so no need to use the articles there. Then before any predictive nouns means like principal, chairman, who are holding a position, from their position we are understanding them. So before any predictive noun, no need to use articles. Before any predictive noun like principal, chairman, like this. Okay, then before any transitive verb or before any preposition, verbs or phrases that are consisting of prepositions, there also no need to use articles. Transitive verb in the sense the verbs with object that are following by object, so like to catch fire, not to catch the fire. So before any transitive verb no need to use articles like to take breath, not to take the breath. Okay, or to give birth, like this many more are there. Whenever it is transitive verb means there is an object, so no need to use the articles before the verb. And whenever the phrase with preposition, phrase before the phrase consisting of preposition, phrase consisting of preposition, they are like at home, here the preposition is at, so at the home, not only at home, or by night, these are phrase, so no need to use any articles there, just after preposition directly noun. Okay, in depth, by day, like this many more are there. So you have to just note down that if it is a prepositional phrase, by day, if it is a prepositional phrase, so no need to go for the use of article. Okay, so these are the few rules where you won't have to use articles, that means you have to omit the articles. Sometimes the errors are there that are given in our exam, where you have to choose which use of article is correct, which use of article is wrong. So I hope if you will remember these all points, already here I have mentioned, before that also some are there. So if you will continue practicing these points, so no need to make any error regarding the use of articles. And wherever the fill in the blanks, there also I have also already told where the definite or where the indefinite and where the exceptional rules are being followed, so that all you remember to catch the marks in your exam successfully. Okay, so today is up to this. I hope all of you have understood the use of articles as well as the omission of articles. If regarding this related any questions or queries you have, so mention in the chat box. Thank you.